Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the flex. It's time for Advance Wars 2. So this is the part of the Let's Play where I flex and say that I'm the best the best Advance Wars 2 player there ever was. And then I start eating a bunch of humble pie, left and right. I love this game so much. So we're gonna get into this. Advance Wars 2. I have it literally where I want it to be, which is at the beginning of the campaign. I have both, I believe, regular and hard campaign unlocked. So I'm gonna start on a regular campaign, and then hopefully we will get to the hard version of the campaign. We're going to read the prologue here. Macroland, where Black Hole's army's iron fist has crushed all opposition. Elsewhere, their grip is tightening. Hawk, come to me. I like how they improved upon Sturm in this game. He looks more Darth Vader-y, which I kind of like. But he also looks more menacing. In the first game, he kind of looks like, hey, I'm just another Advance Wars character. Here he looks like he's gonna fucking wreck shit left and right. By your command, my lord Sturm. How goes the Macroland invasion? Excellent, my lord. The other COs have just completed their operations. Our objective is clear, is it not? To establish a base of black hole operation here on Wars World. I'm gonna screw this up a whole bunch, guys. Yes. Recently, I instigated a great conflict between the countries here. I sought to conquer them amidst the unrest. I failed. That was in Cosmoland, was it not, my lord? I will not make the same mistake again. This time I will have a base and invade at my leisure. To that end, I need materials and money. Do not worry, my lord. The CEOs have been given their orders. They will transport all that you desire from the lands they seize. Do not fail me. Never, my lord. So, before we continue along here, I have to let you guys know that the regular version of this, the normal version of this, Orange Star plays very tutorial to start the game, and then when you get into the Blue Moon, Yellow Comet, and Green Earth missions, that's when they take the a lot of the training wheels off. In hard mode, they don't really do that. You just sort of start in Orange Star with some different, more difficult missions. You get different maps in a lot of cases than you do in the regular campaign. But like I said, the Orange Star in normal campaign acts very much like a tutorial, particularly in the first three. I think the first three, because you're going to play as Max, Sammy, and Andy in some order. I think it's Andy, Max, Sammy, like it is in Advance Wars 1, but yeah. Hey Sammy, Nell said you needed to see us. Ah, Andy, Max, thanks for coming so quickly. You're not gonna believe this, but Black Hole Army's back. You've gotta be kidding me. Didn't they learn their lesson the last time? Guess not. Let's go get them. Where are they? Slow down, Andy. The enemy's not in Cosmoland. Huh? Well, where are they? They're in our world, in Wars World. There are several continents, right? Really? Continents? You twerp, you don't know anything, do you? Hey, you're not calling me dumb, are you? We're not calling you dumb. I'm just saying that the people who don't know anything don't know nothing. Knock it off, you two. This is neither the time nor the place for that. According to Nell, Macroland is the focus of the conflict, but they've been spotted in other countries too, including here in Orange Star. And Blue Moon and Yellow Comet? Yep, and Green Earth as well. I wonder if they're mobilizing to push the Black Hole Army back too. Woohoo! It'll be like a family reunion. Andy, this is war. Do you really think there's anything to be excited about? No, but we get to see everyone again, and that makes me happy. Come on, let's go. Hold on, Andy. Andy? He's gone. Oh. Well, we've all got to go sometimes, right? At least he's got the right attitude. No sense getting all bummed out before the battle even begins. I like how this is sort of a reference to, like, dying. Everybody's gotta go sometime. No sense in not making it sooner rather than later. You know, it's been so peaceful around here lately. I just know Nell is going to want to give us a little refresher. Of course on the basic combat ops. That's fine. After all, you can never have too much training. Oh great. Just what I wanted. Another boring lecture. Good job, Max. Take out Black Hole's troops? Hey, why aren't the Orange Star lines broken? They're stronger than we had anticipated. I don't want excuses. I want victory. More trouble, sir. We have reports of a new Orange Star seal arriving. ... Lord Flock, if we continue, we're only going to take more casualties. Nothing else to do. Use the troops we've got left. This Orange Star seal, what is he like? He's an idiot. Like I said in the last video, or in the last playthrough, he's an idiot. He's dumb. But that's okay, because we've got Nell to help us out. Phew, okay, I've taken care of the majority of Black Hole's forces here. This is Black Hole's army is proving to be quite dangerous. Commander, we've located the remaining enemy units. We're preparing to launch pursuit. Understood, I'll take it from here. Nell, what's the matter? Are you okay? Oh, Andy. Sorry for the sudden call. Where are the bad guys? Settle down. I've wiped out most of the enemy. Oh, I was hoping to get a chance to show off for you. Don't be foolish, Andy. This is no training exercise. You might be a mechanical wizard, but you still need practice with soldiers. I don't think you're as combat ready as you like to believe. You can take over for me. I'm going to give you instructions as you go, and I want you to listen. Yes, ma'am. Let's get started. We're gonna have the training wheels put right back on our bicycle, and we're gonna do exactly what Nell says. Orange Star units are under your command. Enemies are those black units in the top right corner of the map. The goal is to simply reclaim our land. Do this by capturing the enemy headquarters or by defeating all the enemies. Move out and be careful not to let the enemy defeat your troops. Okie dokie. Ready to go. Rushing into battle only gets beaten, wins us nothing. Oh. Rushing into battle only to get beaten wins us nothing. Let's review some basic troop deployment first. First, use this cursor to give orders with the control pad. Here, try giving orders to a unit. Move the cursor on the unit and press the A button. That's an infantry unit. For all infantry units except for the APC. They have low firepower, but they're essential in combat. Now, do you remember what our goal are on this map? You bet. Get rid of all the bad guys or capture the HQ. You did remember. Well done, Andy. You've remembered a thing. Only foot soldiers can capture properties. Of course, infantry units are the type of foot soldier. That's right. If I don't have any foot soldiers, I can't capture anything. Right. Don't forget, you can only capture enemy and neutral properties. The capture command appears when you move an infantry unit onto these. Okay, let's move a unit. Did you notice how some of the spaces around that unit change color? That unit's movement range. When you're finished moving a unit, the command menu will appear. Select wait if you have no further orders for that unit. That's pretty sweet. Oh, by the way, we're back to no animation. Actually, let's turn animations on. I kind of punished you guys in the first playthrough by not having animations, so we're going to put animations back on. I like no animations, it sort of speeds everything up. I think the units move faster, and now I'm going to get an explanation on the APC. That's an APC unit. APCs have no attack capabilities. Oh, weak. Weak in combat, perhaps, but they're incredibly useful. They can load and transport infantry units and supply your units. Load, huh? I don't get it, but that's... that sounds useful. If you move infantry units into your APC, the load command appears. Use the drop command to unload those units transporting troops. And APCs like this get your infantry where you need to be in a hurry. I get it. Infantry units can move 3 spaces, but APCs can move 6. I've got to give it a try. Be careful. Units have been dropped. Can only be ordered to wait. Also, you can only drop units into terrain that they normally can traverse. If I dropped an infantry in the sea, they might drown, huh? Okay, I won't forget. By the way, now what supply? Units lose both fuel and primary weapon ammo as they fight. When they run out of primary weapon ammo, their enemy units use weaker attacks. When they run out of gas, your units can't move. APCs can supply fuel and rounds to the units in adjacent spaces. APCs automatically supply any nearby units at the start of each turn. However, you can use the supply command if you need to supply quickly. Okay, so APCs are used to help other units other units. Got it. Great, now take a closer look at the movement range. You see how the APC can traverse into mountains? All units have a movement type, and this affects their movement cost. The APCs move on treads like tanks, so they can't cross mountains or rivers. Use intel on units, select them, and press the R button. How do I check units can move in a specific type of terrain? Place the cursor on the terrain, press the R button for intel. Alright, we're going to do all these things right now. We're just going to show you, just so you know. When you finish deploying all your units, your turn's finished. Place the cursor on empty space and press the A button. In the command menu, select N to complete your turn. So we're going to take a look at all this stuff just as a quick refresher. If I put myself over a unit, press the R button, it'll give me a short description, as well as their movement, their vision, how much fuel they have. I didn't know that infantry units had fuel in this game, but they do. Sort of weird, but whatever. And then they tell you about their first weapon, which is usually the more damaging weapon, and a secondary weapon, which is a machine gun. If I had mechanized units, the primary weapon would be the bazooka, and the secondary weapon would be a machine gun. And then these are the type of units that the infantry can attack, which is infantry, vehicles, and copters. So T-copters, B-copters, it can attack, but it cannot attack any other type flying unit, such as a bomber, a fighter, or any sea-faring unit. Same here. This is the APC. They're going to let you know that it has tread type. It can move 6 spaces. Got 1 vision. Got some fuel. Got no weapons whatsoever. And then we can look at the little description to the left-hand side if we want extra little details. Then if I move off the infantry/APC, we can take a look at the planes. We can get some description on the planes. Planes offers 1-star defense, no funds, and infantry costs 1 per, 1 move. Tires are 2, treads, mech, air units all take 1 movement. A quick description about planes. We move into the mountains. Now we see that only infantry, mechanized units, and air units can pass over or onto mountains. But it has a 4-star defense. Again, does not offer any funds. Come over here to the headquarters. Headquarters offers 4-star defense, offers 1,000 HP, and will repair any land unit. And then, just like road units, which we'll see in a second, it provides 1 movement range for every unit type. Lastly, or I guess not lastly, but next to lastly, we have woods, 2-star defense, 2 movement on treads, 3 on tires, 1 on everything else. Roads provide no extra defense, but is 1 on everything. Rivers only allow infantry, mechs, and air units to pass. no defense, and then of course sea and reefs are ship and air only. So we're going to continue along here. We're going to kind of skip some of these descriptions after this point, now that I've described everything. And now it's Black Hole's turn. That woman's tough. Can I win with these units? Ha! This is where the fun starts. That's Flack. He's one of the Black Hole commanders. In the first game, you're fighting mainly other CEOs from the other 4 major countries: green, blue, yellow, and orange. But in this one, we're going to fight exclusively Black Hole Army. What's great about this game is, unlike in Advance Wars 1, where the Black Hole Army just has black versions of Red Star units, they all get their own unique unit designs in this game. In addition to them looking unique, obviously, on the their infantry looking unique on the world map, as well as their base looking unique. Hey now, we're fighting the Black Hole Army, right? Yes. However, this isn't Sturm we're facing. It looks like another CEO. I get the impression that whoever it is just wants to smash things. Well, he's not getting away with anything while I'm around. That's the spirit. I knew I can count on you. Well, let me give you some instructions on combat. Infantry under your command here are direct combat units. Direct combat is where I move next to an enemy and attack it, right? That's right. You're such a quick study, Andy. You're so smart. Let's give you a cookie. After you attack, the enemy will always counterattack if possible. Damaged units lose firepower though, so even if the enemy fires back, it's your advantage to attack first. Okay, my attack reduces the enemy HP and its attack strength. That means I take less damage. He who strikes first wins. Damaged units will have an icon on them displaying the remaining HP. If their HP reaches 0, they'll vanish from battle, so be careful. Move next to an opponent and fire will appear on the command menu. Select fire to confirm your target, then the combat will begin. Simple. Sure is. I'm itching to get started. You see the window on the left, right? On the left, right? Question mark? That called the cursor intel window. The heart icon indicates HP, the fuel tank shows the remaining gas. The unit has primary weapon, the number of rounds left is shown. As the CEO, it's your duty to be aware of the unit's condition. So, as you can see, it provides you both, when you hover over stuff, it provides you both. Is this a woods? Yes, it's a woods. Is this a river? Yes, it's a river. Is this infantry on a river? Yes. Does it have a 0-star defense, 10 HP, and 96 fuel? Yes. This guy over here, same thing, 10 HP, 96, but he's on a bridge. Again, provides no defensive cover. And then I can press the B button, see how far he can go. It looks like no matter how far I go, he will not be able to reach me on this turn. Same with this guy, obviously. I'm going to load up the APC here. And we'll push forward with the other infantry unit. I will stay out of this infantry's range, but we'll get... yeah. Well, I can actually let him attack me if I wanted to, but just for shits and giggles, we will not... Yeah, we'll go down here. We'll wait, and these guys will be supplied up with a fresh amount of infinite ammo, and so here he moved into a forest area. If I let him go again, he'll get a first attack on my unit. However, I don't want to do that, so we're gonna first choose to take the plains attack, and then we'll come in with the road infantry and attack. Not the best of engagements for me initially, but allowing both these guys to attack will more or less wipe out this first infantry, and oh, it did wipe out the infantry. I was going to say, I think he'll probably have 1 HP. Fortunately, he'll move in, likely take a good chunk out of this unit, Or even he may even attack the APC. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to move this guy up here like we're going to capture the base, even though it's kind of clear that we're going to remove this infantry on the next turn. So that's sort of expected that he's going to move into the forest here. I'm going to retreat with this infantry because he's damaged. And then we'll push up here so that you can start capturing on the next turn. I'm going to deal some pretty decent damage here. 4 and 3. He'll probably go after my damaged infantry unit, but with 4 versus a 3 isn't going to make too much of a difference. And then we'll clean him up on turn 4. So he's got 1 HP. And we'll move the infantry back just to be safe. Like that. And then I will attack you. 46 damage. He's guaranteed to be dead. Obviously, the more appropriate way to do this might be to leave the APC or leave the infantry outside of the APC and use the APC to distract while targeting down each infantry with each of my 3 infantry units. The Orange Star Army is here. I order you to surrender. You did it, Andy. This area has been liberated. But it was kind of too easy. Don't worry. I have a feeling that we're in for quite a slew of combat. Today, however, we celebrate your victory. Keep up the good work.
Mission complete.
That's a perfect 300 S rank. In this game, instead of ranking you out of a maximum of 999 points, they rank you out of a maximum of 300, where power, speed, and technique again are rated, but power is based on being able to take 10% of the units out in one turn. Technique obviously is the number of units you have versus the number of units you've lost, and speed is a designated number of turns they expect you to win this match in, and then as you exceed that number, your speed power begins to reduce. That's just a taste of my skill. I love the little backgrounds they put in for these battles as well, these victory battles. So we're probably going to hit, well, we're not going to hit max points, but we're going to definitely have a lot of points by the end of this thing, because I've already bought everything, so whatever points you see here are excess to what I could use to spend money on. Save the data? Yes. So we're gonna stop here. I love how in this game I can take a look at the full map. Each country is its own island, except for this one, which is connected right here. And I don't have to do anything until I'm ready to select it. And I can pick which missions I want to do, particularly when we get to Blue Moon, Yellow Comet, in whatever order I want to do them in. So it doesn't immediately jump to the next mission. Makes for good stopping points, which is right now. So next time, we're going to do the next mission, which is, I believe, let's take a look. Oh, it's a Sammy mission. I was going to say it's a Max mission. Sammy mission. Black hole's closing in. Can I hold the bridge? Let's find out.